Hello, my name is Carson Stave, and today I'll be showing you how to string and set up a tip-up. I've been ice fishing since I was little, and tip-ups are an easy way to catch fish during the winter if you don't feel like sitting in the cold. You can sit in your car and just wait for them to go off, and it's a fun time. The first thing you have to do when stringing a tip-up is you have to tie it on there. You can use any knot you prefer, but I use a jig knot. And the string you'll be using for this is, we use Mason tip-up line, but it's 20-pound test, but you can use whatever you want depending on what you're fishing for, but 20-pound test seems to work for everything you use it for. And you want to make sure you get it through the guide when you're stringing it, because otherwise it'll get all wrapped up, and you have to make sure that it is all the way back and forth on there, because if you just put it in one spot, it'll just get all messed up and tangled and move over itself, and yeah, it's not very good. So when you start, you can either use this thing on the top to reel it, or you can use your hand. I'll use my hand because it's easier. It seems to take a while, but it takes a while, but you want to reel towards yourself. You don't want to reel away from yourself, because otherwise it doesn't seem to work, and you can't let it get tangled up like that. And I have this one over here that I did earlier. See, and that's kind of how it should turn out, like that, all on there. And then the next thing you want to do is you're going to want to find a snap swivel that you can use, and you're going to want to tie that on the end of the line so you can start setting it up. The knot I use is a jig knot, or same one we used for to tie the line onto the tip up.
The Hallmark Hall of Fame returns to Just in Time for Christmas.
Like that. You go up and around, and then bring the bait around and through the loop, and then tie it tight, and that seems to work. And then you want to clip the excess line off so it doesn't get tangled. You don't have to get it all the way down. There can be a little bit, but. And then the next thing you want to do, you're going to want to get leader of whatever. If you're fishing for crappies or lighter pit fish, then you're going to want a lighter one. But if you're fishing for like northerns or walleyes, you're going to want like 10-pound mono for your leader. Then you're just want to make a loop and then clip the loop inside the snap swivel. And then after that, you come up to the weight in a hook. You just use a normal split shot, or however heavy you need it. And then if you're using bigger chubs for like northerns, I'd use a treble hook. But if you're just using a smaller minnow for like walleyes or crappies, then I just use a probably size 5 hook. And then when you want to set this, you want to take the line and you want to find the bottom. So like from the floor right now, joke. Okay, from the floor right now, it's about that deep. So then you're going to want to take a depth bobber or a depth marker. You're going to clip that on about a foot below where you found the depth. So that's up off the bottom a little ways. And then when you set it, you're going to want that to be right up against this metal. Like that. And then you're going to want to fold the flag down and set it on the ice where you have your hole drilled. And you can either set it on the slanted side of this, or you can set it on the other side, but the slanted side seems to go off, it goes off faster. And then you set it on the ice, and then you wait for a fish to come by and take your thing, and then you got a fish. And then you gotta come and reel it in. It's an easy way to catch fish, and it's fun. If you're bored and you don't really want to do anything, you can, if you have a cabin, you can set them out and just watch them from your house or from your car or whatever. And it's just a fun thing to do. Thank you for watching.